The IRS has confirmed that $1,400 stimulus checks are still available for a select group of people, but the deadline to claim them is fast approaching. It is critical to pay close attention because this opportunity is not open to everyone, but rather a few million individuals who are eligible. If you do not claim your check by the deadline, you will permanently lose the opportunity to receive it. I will share the exact details of what the IRS has said, including the deadline, who is eligible, and the steps required to claim this money. Please listen carefully because many people may miss out simply due to a lack of awareness. The deadline to claim this money is coming up very soon, so if you are eligible, it is crucial to act quickly. Since everyone's financial situation is different, it is important to verify if you qualify. Millions of people are still owed this money, and if you are one of them, this is your chance to claim what is rightfully yours. This money comes from the third stimulus check that was issued in March or April of 2021. At the time, eligible individuals received a $1,400 stimulus payment. However, not everyone who was entitled to this payment actually received it. The IRS allows a 3-year window from the time of the initial payment to claim the funds. Once that window closes, the money is no longer available. Since the stimulus checks were issued in 2021 and tax returns were filed in early 2022, the deadline to claim this money is April 15, 2025. After this date, the IRS will no longer accept claims for these payments. April 15 is also tax day, the final date to file federal income taxes for most Americans. This means that if you are one of the people who missed out on your stimulus check, you must act before this deadline. Many people who did not receive their $1,400 stimulus payment are those who did not file a tax return. If you typically do not file taxes, you may not have been identified as eligible for the payment, which is why the IRS never sent you the money. However, you can still claim it by filing a tax return before the deadline. While most fixed-income beneficiaries and low-income individuals automatically received their stimulus payments, some people may not have had their information on file with the IRS or the Social Security Administration. As a result, their payments were never processed. The IRS still holds billions of dollars in unpaid stimulus funds, and if you are eligible, you need to take action to get your share. In December of last year, the IRS announced that it would automatically send out $1,400 payments to those individuals whose information was on file and who were identified as eligible. These payments were distributed by the end of January 2025. However, many people were not identified by the IRS and are still owed money. If you believe you are one of them, you must file a tax return and claim the Recovery Rebate Credit, RRC, on Form 1040. This is the only way to receive the stimulus money at this point. The IRS has made it clear that this money will be issued in the form of a refundable tax credit. The third stimulus check was originally an advance payment of this refundable tax credit, so claiming the RRC allows you to receive the money now if you missed out on it back in 2021. It is important to understand that this information is not tax advice or legal advice. Since everyone's situation is different, you may want to consult with a tax professional, a CPA, or an accountant to ensure you are taking the appropriate steps for your specific case. However, what is clear is that the only way to claim the money now is by filing a federal tax return and specifically requesting the Recovery Rebate Credit. This is your last opportunity to claim the third stimulus payment if you did not receive it when it was originally distributed. If you do not act before April 15, 2025, you will permanently lose the chance to get this money. If you are still unsure whether you are eligible, you should review your financial records from 2021 to determine if you received the third stimulus check. If you remember receiving a $1,400 payment, then you are not eligible to receive it again. However, if you never got the money and were entitled to it, you need to act quickly. Some people may have been among the few million individuals who received automatic payments from the IRS in December or January. If you received a payment during this period, you are all set. However, if you were not among those who got the automatic payment and you never received the stimulus check in 2021, you must take steps to claim it now. The Recovery Rebate Credit is no longer called a stimulus check, but it is essentially the same thing. The IRS no longer refers to it as a stimulus check, but rather as a credit that you can claim on your tax return. This is why it is so important to spread awareness about this opportunity. Many people do not even realize they are still eligible for the money. If you know someone who may not have received their stimulus payment, let them know about the April 15, 2025 deadline. This is especially important for people who typically do not file taxes, as they are the most likely to be eligible for the payment but unaware of how to claim it. The IRS is not going to automatically send these payments anymore, so you must take action on your own to ensure you receive what is rightfully yours. If you wait too long and miss the deadline, there will be no way to get the money afterward. If you are still unsure about your eligibility, you can visit the IRS website or contact a tax professional for assistance. The IRS issued a press release about this back in December, so you can also review that information to verify the details. While the exact date of the press release is unclear, it is believed to have been around December 21 of last year. The press release outlined that automatic payments would be sent to those who were identified as eligible, but it also emphasized the need for others to take action on their own. If you are among those who were not automatically identified by the IRS, you must self-identify and file a tax return to claim your money. Remember, the IRS is holding billions of dollars in unclaimed stimulus payments, and if you are eligible, you should not miss out on this opportunity. Spread the word to anyone who may be affected, and make sure you do not leave this money on the table. The deadline is fast approaching, and once it passes, there will be no way to claim the $1,400 stimulus payment. Act now and ensure you receive the financial support that you may have missed out on in 2021. Thanks for watching.